Just hours after he was found unresponsive in his home, Hollywood confirmed that T.K. Carter, the actor behind one of the most talked-about moments in classic horror cinema and a familiar face on 80s and 90s television, has died at 69. But questions still linger. What happened to him? And what drove a long, steady career that so many people underestimated? T.K. Carter's name might not have been on every marquee, but for fans of movies like The Thing and shows like Punky Brewster, his presence was unforgettable. For nearly 50 years, he worked on screens big and small, often in roles that brought humor, heart, and depth to characters far from ordinary. But on January 9, 2026, his story came to an end, and many people around the world are just now learning about it. Found in his home in Duarte, California, Carter was pronounced dead at age 69. There's no indication of foul play, but the details of what happened are still emerging. So who was he? What made him more than just a "that guy" actor? And why do so many people feel like his absence has already left a hole in Hollywood? Thomas Kent Carter was born on December 18, 1956, in New York City. But his family moved early, and he grew up in the San Gabriel Valley region of Southern California, where young Thomas found his first spark for performance. From the very beginning, he was drawn to making people laugh and think. He started stand-up comedy at a very young age, working local clubs while still in his teens, a bold move that set the tone for his entire career. By his late teens, he was regularly performing in Los Angeles comedy spots, mixing sharp timing with an easygoing charm that made people take notice. But it was acting where he really began to build momentum. He landed his first credited screen role in 1976 on the TV drama Policewoman. From there, he booked small parts on major shows like Good Times, The Waltons, and The Jeffersons. Those early roles were brief, but they showed casting directors a performer who could be funny, warm, tense, or dramatic, often within a single scene. These guest spots were like seeds that would eventually grow into a long and varied career. And soon enough, roles in films and TV began to follow. The moment that first made a lot of people say, "I know him," came in 1982, when he was cast as Knowles, the roller skating cook, in John Carpenter's The Thing. Carpenter's film was tense, frightening, and in many ways ahead of its time. And Carter's character, Knowles, wasn't a typical horror side figure. He was a grounded, funny, human presence in the middle of terror. His easy charm under pressure made him memorable, even in a movie filled with shocking special effects and shocking moments of terror. There's a line fans still quote decades later from his performance, a line that's equal parts funny and eerie, and it's that kind of presence that made him stand out. After The Thing, he went on to work in a series of films throughout the 80s. Dr. Detroit, Seems Like Old Times, Runaway Train, Ski Patrol, and more. These weren't always big starring parts, but they were parts that stuck with audiences, the kind that make you go back and rewatch just to see him again. He also lent his voice to the 1996 animated/live-action Space Jam as one of the Nerdlucks, another role many fans remember fondly. While his movie roles were earning him respect, his TV work was making him a familiar face in living rooms across America. In the 1980s, Carter landed a recurring role on Punky Brewster, playing Mike Fulton, a caring, kind teacher who became a fan favorite in the series. His ability to bring warmth and humor to a character that could have been one-dimensional made him stand out from the crowd. He also appeared on Good Morning, Miss Bliss, the show that would later evolve into Saved by the Bell. This connection cemented him as part of the cultural fabric that defined 80s TV for many viewers. Throughout the 90s and early 2000s, Carter continued to book guest roles and recurring parts on shows like The Steve Harvey Show, A Different World, Family Matters, Moesha, The Sinbad Show, and The Corner. His role on The Corner was particularly praised. When news broke that T.K. Carter was found unresponsive in his home in Duarte, California on January 9, 2026, many people immediately began searching for answers. The Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department confirmed that deputies were called to his home and that he was pronounced dead at the scene. They also made it clear that no signs of foul play were found. But no official cause of death has been released, and at this point the medical examiner is still evaluating what happened. That uncertainty has led to speculation online, everything from health issues to stress-related concerns, but nothing has been confirmed. And until the medical examiner announces a cause, it would be wrong to jump to conclusions. He was married to a woman named Janet Carter, and they were together until his passing. The couple had a son together, and family was always something Carter spoke about with respect when he did give interviews. Talk about net worth tends to swirl around celebrity deaths, and Carter's situation is no different. Estimates for his net worth vary, but most reliable sources place it somewhere in the range of $2 million to $4 million. That might not seem huge compared to blockbuster A-listers, but it reflects a long career of consistent work